You're gonna have to excuse the fit for today's video. It's morning time in the AB Estates. And I still got my robe on and I got my coffee with me. I just finished up over there doing a couple things. Now we are in AB Academy mode. The US median salary is around $62,000 per year. And chances are not only you, but your parents fall within this income bracket. And right now at this moment, man, millions of Americans are trapped. They work jobs that drain them. They don't have enough money to keep up with the lifestyle that they want, and overall they feel stuck. So if you frustrated and it sounds like you, man, and you want an escape, I have some great news for you. If you watch to the end of this video, I will give you the exact framework that I use to break out of this system and eventually, as you can see from today's title, make more money than my parents. But before we get into it, man, I gotta start with a brief story time. Story time with Avery B, and we gonna basically do a flashback to when I first started this cycle and first started this process to eventually make more money than my parents, right? So the year was 2020. Well, really 2018, 2019 is when I started YouTube, started something that could eventually overexceed in the income department. And this is off topic, but I remember the day when I checked how much I was making per year, and then I searched it up. I was like, what is a doctor's salary? And I was like, oh, I'm making more than a doctor. I remember that day like it was yesterday, bro. It was a good day. But in 2018, I started YouTube. The reason why I started YouTube is, and the framework is going to like detail this so perfect. I put together the perfect step-by-step blueprint framework. Stay to the end. But I started as a YouTube watcher. You know, I started watching YouTube heavier, and I was like, wow, these people can do this type of stuff and they can make a living off of it. Even though the living off of it thing kind of clicked later, I love to create. I love to put out a product. I love to do things on camera. I love to edit. I know a lot of people probably can't relate to what I'm saying, but this was genuinely something that I love to do, right? And I remember I went off to college in about 2018, and I had a scholarship out of state to wrestle. I was a college wrestler, right? A D1 college wrestler. I was, right? So I was wrestling out of state, and the first day of practice, our coach said, hey, yo, y'all thought y'all was going to come in here and wrestle. Our first day of practice, y'all got to go out and go get y'all a journal. Go get y'all a notebook. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about, a notebook? He said, go get you a notebook, because in this notebook, I want you to actually write down what you want to be, how you see yourself, and things in that nature. And, bro, little did I know he was like really prepping our self-image and actually helping us understand what our self-image was, right? So we went and got this notebook, and we started writing in this notebook. And I promise you it was going to come back around to making more money than your parents. But just listen, we're writing in this notebook. And in my notebook, all I could write about was being a YouTuber, doing YouTube, wanting to be a successful YouTuber. I got this notebook to this day. And in this notebook, I said that basically I want to be a successful YouTuber with X amount of subscribers, and I want this to be my full-time job. I don't want to work a regular job, right? So that's what I put in my notebook. Before I left off to college, I was working jobs and things in that nature. I remember I was working at UPS, and at UPS, I used to be in the back of the back of the trucks, throwing the boxes on the rail, throwing the boxes on the conveyor belt, and I used to be like, bruh, I wish I was just doing YouTube, right? So it was a persistent thought in my mind. And as you guys know, bro, if you have thoughts that are impressed upon your mind, you have those thoughts for a reason, right? Everybody don't have the same thoughts. Some of you guys probably had the same exact thoughts as me. Some of you probably have different thoughts. Whatever your thought is, just understand that that is your thought for a reason, right? You have to pursue your thoughts. So go back to college. I'm in college, and I'm writing this in a notebook, and then I just got the certain urge, the inclination. I was like, bro, okay, this raps, bro. I'm dropping out, right? And I didn't know that when you drop out, you supposed to like write letters and tell people you dropping out. I just left. I skipped town and I went back home, right? And if y'all ever heard of the phrase, the dark before the light, it always is dark before it's light. If you in a dark period of your life right now, keep going. You 3 feet away from gold. When I came back home, it was very dark. And I mean dark in terms of when I came back, I wasn't living in the same place. I couldn't, because my room that I was living in got gave to somebody else. Therefore, it was no more room in there, right? I had to eventually sleep on couches. From the couch, I eventually went to a relative's house. That relative then kicked me out of the house. And then now I'm just trying to figure out where to go, right? And this was all for me quitting college or stopping college or saying no to college and going to chase my dreams, everything seemed like it was not working. And then eventually it did, right? And fast forward to 2020, mind you, that took from 2018 to 2020 for it to actually work. But when it actually worked, I remember I was at my job. I was working at a bread factory. It was around the virus. Y'all know what happened in 2020. It was around this time. I'm working at a bread factory, and I was the essential worker. So I was getting a lot of hours. I was probably clocking like 50 hours a week. No cap, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week. I was clocking at this job. But even though I was clocking 60 hours at this job, I was still putting that same amount of time into me, into my craft, into my business. When I was going on break, when a truck wasn't there, I would literally go into the break room, and I still got videos of this. If you guys don't believe me, I still have videos, live streams of this on my main channel. When I was in the break room working, I was in the break room on live, I was in the break room editing, I was in the break room making thumbnails. No cap, I can't lie. I remember I used to put it together in my head like, this truck come at 2:30. After this truck come, we knock this out fast. I can go in the break room for probably like an hour because our next truck gonna come at this time. I was mapping it out, bro, because I was sure that if I put more time into me than I did into my job, then I would pay more dividends than my job. And I was completely right. And there was a time when I was at my job, right? And I'm on my phone and I'm looking at my YouTube dashboard. And at the time at this job, I'm making like $2,000 per month, $2,000 per month. If I work more hours, I get more and things in that nature. But on my YouTube dashboard, I had $6,000. And by that day, I realized, bro, I said, yo, I got to get up out of this job, because if I get out of this job, I can make more money, and I'm losing money at this job, basically. That's what I said to myself. That's the realization I came to myself with that day. And ever since that day, when I walked out that job, I walked out, I never came back. When I walked out that job, I never was back into another job. And that was almost, 6 years ago at this point, right? So what I'm telling you is this framework that I'm about to give you led me up to that point, right? And the lesson that I learned from the story that I just told and from going through this framework, the lesson that I learned was, and the reason why I titled this video Make More Money Than Your Parents, is because this, bro, we live in a digital revolution, bro. We live in a digital gold age. We live in a point in time where you can make so much money from the device that you hold in your phone. We are holding tiny microcomputers, and I wish I could show you. I don't got my phone on me right now. We are holding tiny microcomputers in our hands, guys, and we can make a whole lot of money from these tiny microcomputers. And our parents really don't understand that fact. Our parents really don't understand that power that we have in this phone, and that power that we have on this internet, and the power that it is to be a content creator or a YouTuber, or insert any business. I'm just saying content creator and YouTuber because I have so much faith in it. I am a content creator. I am a YouTuber. I have so much faith in the fact that it's going to increase and go over and go over and go over. We're living in a time where even though people starting to get the vision, people starting to understand, we still far from what it's going to become, right? And just look at the biggest YouTuber in the world. He says it all the time. Mr. Beast says, yeah, YouTube is about to go much, much further. Hey, I trust Mr. Beast. You know what I'm saying? He the biggest YouTuber on the platform for a reason, right? But he says that it's about to go so much further for a reason. Think about it like this, man. Who watches TV right now, bro? When the last time you cut on cable TV? I remember when I was in middle school, I used to look forward to watching stuff that came on at a certain time because that's how TV worked. And if you didn't record it, you couldn't watch it. But nowadays, bro, people don't do that no more, bro. Times have changed, and you can watch your favorite programs. You can watch your favorite creators on YouTube. You're probably watching this video because it popped up on your recommendations, and you click the video, and now you're watching the video, whether that be on your tablet, whether that be on your cell phone, whether that be on your computer, whether that be wherever you watching this at your TV, bro. You are watching this video because it's serving you some type of entertainment, some type of enjoyment, and we have to capitalize on that thing. And I realized that our parents didn't understand that, right? My mom didn't know what the hell I was talking about when I came home and said I quit my job because I'm about to do YouTube. She looked at me and said, boy, you better go figure something out because you can't stay in here without no job. You got to pay rent. It wasn't until, y'all know the story, I gave my mom a lump sum of money, and then that's when she finally was like, okay, he's straight. I ain't gonna worry about him no more. And ever since that day, she ain't have to worry about me, right? But real quick, man, if any of this is hitting home and you feel like you're stuck in a job that you don't like or in a job that does not support your lifestyle decisions, I built a community helping people your age make money from things that they actually like to do, just like I did. So if you're tired of trying to figure it out alone, click the link in the description, join the community. I'll see you in there. back to the video. So without further ado, I would like to introduce to you the Contentpreneur Framework. I'm gonna pop it on the screen. I'm looking at it right here. This is the exact system that I took and that a lot of other YouTubers, I talk to a lot of YouTubers on a day-to-day basis, YouTubers at every stage of this, YouTubers that's surpassed these stages in terms of where I was, where I am, right? I talk to YouTubers every day, big, small, you name it, you guess it. Probably you're probably in my community and I showed you this, right? So this is the exact framework that I modeled my AB Academy after, and I put it in the community. So if you want to be in the community, click the link in the description and I'll tell you more about it. But it starts off, as you can see, with viewer. Everybody, I feel, on YouTube starts off as a viewer, as a consumer, as someone who loves to watch content. I remember back in my day, stupid I remember when I first started YouTube, man, I was drawn to very creative creators, right? And that's what inspired me to do YouTube. You're probably the same way. You probably see somebody on YouTube that you like, damn, that look fun, I want to do it too. Do it. Not everybody, let me tell y'all something, bro. If you think that everybody in this world thinks like you or wants to do the things that you do, bro, it's not that. That image is impressed upon your mind for a reason. Follow that passion, follow that dream, follow that, because that is the thing that can single-handedly change your life forever, bro. I was having dreams and visions in my mind of being a YouTuber. I'm writing it down on paper and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I got to do it. And I took that leap of faith, bro, and I did it. And as you can see, bro, it worked out. Next up is going to be beginner when you start to post randomly. When you post randomly, is basically you want to do YouTube, you feel like doing YouTube and you posting a couple videos and things like that, but it's nothing serious, right? Everybody goes through this phase before they get crazy consistent. And speaking of crazy consistent, that's the next phase in this journey is consistency. You get consistent. You start posting weekly. You start abiding by an upload schedule. You start to have some fun, man. This is one of the funnest times of YouTube when it's effortlessly consistent. A lot of people ask me all the time, bro, how you be consistent? You got to be consistent because it's effortless. You got to be consistent because you like it. Are you consistently eating? Are you consistently sleeping? Are you consistently talking to that girl? You probably are, because those things that you need or that you like or that you love, you know? So you got to make content that, you know what I mean? And when content is so fun for you, when content is so easy to you, when content is so effortless for you, content then becomes consistent. And with the framework, we show you how to do that, right? Next up is going to be breakout. When you at a breakout stage, when you at the breakout stage, this is when you actually find what works. This is when things start to work in your favor. This is when things start to connect. This is when things start to happen for you at that breakout stage. And that's when you do what you keep doing what works, you eliminate what doesn't, and eventually you're gonna get monetized. If you guys don't know what monetization is basically when you start making money from these videos. When you click this video, you probably was showed an ad. You probably got an ad probably popped into this video. Depending on how good you are with YouTube, or depending on how closely you follow these steps, you can get monetized pretty fast. I got this channel monetized in like 7 days, right? So you start earning money with ads, right? After that, you build a career. Building a career, you basically build multiple streams of income streaming off that one stream of income. A lot of people ask me, AB, how many streams of income I should have? And I tell them you need to have one that basically produces a lot more, right? For example, I'm a YouTuber, right? But being a YouTuber strung off multiple other entities and multiple other income streams. And here, when you start to build those income streams and build that career, you can put things on the back end of your channels. For example, I just did a promotion or a sponsorship. I did a sponsorship. I can't tell y'all with who, or I can't disclose nothing. I signed some stuff, but it was for like $4,000. I did a $4,000 sponsorship and I was talking for like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? And that's only could happen because I became a YouTuber and things in that nature, right? So that's when you build a career, build multiple income streams. And then after that, you reach the contentpreneur stage. I throw around this word. A lot of people didn't know about this word, never heard about this word. I remember when somebody told me like, damn, what did that mean? Oh, that's fire. You just combine content creator and an entrepreneur. Why you do that? Because at a contentpreneur stage, you make content and you also have a business and you got systems and you got products and things in that nature. And it's fun. Everything from there is pretty fun. I can't lie. And I'm at the stage of being a contentpreneur. And I feel like everybody on YouTube should go through this exact stage, because going through this exact stage guarantees not only fun, but longevity, and you can keep making the money that you like to make. So for you right now watching this video, I challenge you to look at these phases, figure out where you are, and understand what you have to do to go to the next step and beyond and beyond and beyond. So if you found this video valuable, man, do not just leave motivated. Leave with some momentum. I built a community showing you how to escape jobs you hate, build an income from things that you actually enjoy, and finally, and most importantly, man, build a life of freedom and purpose. So if you're ready for that step-by-step guidance, support, and accountability, click the link in the description. I'm gonna see you in AB Academy. I'm gonna send you a welcome message myself.